everybody, welcome back to Chris and Andrew Outside. So we discussed our crystals before about how we kind of rinsed them off and everything in different stages, and that we were putting them into the buckets with the iron out. We did these two buckets in the back here.
So yeah, these are the two buckets that we did on the last video that we showed you kind of how we use and what we use. They come in all different sizes, as you can see. Chris has a smaller version. I got a little bit bigger version.
Andrew's is bigger.
Yeah. So we're gonna we just went on a trip last week. These are two buckets that need to get done as far as iron out. They're just rinsed with water. Same thing with Chris's. So.
And then I've got right here in this smaller container, I call them pocket crystals. So when I'm digging through looking for crystals and everything, if I see something that I like really a lot, has a really nice point on it or something, I put it into my front pocket and keep it off to the side. And so I always keep them separate. And these I like a little bit better than the others.
So we're gonna go ahead and put iron out in these, and then I'll kind of take a couple out of the ones that we did previously and show you kind of what they look like. So
safety, so glasses and respirator.
So one thing, if you don't use a respirator, a lot of the fumes and the dust that you smell is a very, very sweet smell. And it's not good for you at all.
It's not a nice sweet smell.
No. So, let me see. This is probably a good one to show them. As you can see, it's fizzing, bubbling. It actually makes a sound like soda when you're pouring it into a cup. But you can see that it's actually doing this job. So one thing you did notice that we shake the buckets when we're getting, just kind of get a good mixture and kind of get it moved around inside the water.
Yeah, like I mentioned before, if you don't, a couple things, if you don't get it mixed up and dissolved, and if you leave it in too long, sometimes it has a reaction with some of the minerals in the dirt and it turns the crystals black, and you can't really get that off.
So these ones in the back, then I'm going to pull out a couple of them. Been sitting in for a couple days after the iron out. They've already been rinsed and everything now. We'll see if we'll grab a plate and put some on for you guys.
It's pretty interesting because the mud that we got these out of the dirt and everything, it's brown, but after it soaks in this iron out, it turns kind of a grayish dark blue, and I'm assuming that's just the chemical taking the iron out of the soil, taking the brown rust color away.
So this batch was just kind of a lot of the miscellaneous crystals that I had left over. Like Chris said, he puts his nicer ones in his crystal pocket. A lot of mine that I find that are pretty decent and good size and good points, they go into a side pocket. Those crystals haven't yet been soaked yet, so we'll give you kind of a good idea of what, some of how clear they can get by using some of the iron out. So
yeah, these are mostly Andrew's B grades. These are my B grades. Those are my pocket crystals. But Andrew's got a couple of agates here that we got going out to a small little river in the area, and they were stained with rust stained, basically tanned water and everything, and the iron out cleaned them up really nice. A couple of nice carnelians.
So we'll go ahead and show you he's showing. Here's one of the agates that I found. This was about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
That we found that. Like I said, we put that in the iron out. Before you used to see a little bit of the banding and everything. Now you can actually see it all the way across. Here's another cornelian that I found also. That was soaked in iron out. But yeah, you can see, you know, after the iron out, you get really clear crystals. You know, like for instance, this one, it's small, but it's very clear, no cracks. You know, really good for a necklace, or you know, look at, here's a really small one, perfect point.
Water clear, just beautiful.
So
I mean, where they're coming from kind of contributes to that too, but that iron out sure does a good job of removing the rust stains.
yeah, little
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So yeah, it's what we've been using. It's what we would recommend. That's what, you know, like I said, we're doing them right now. And then the last video, of course, we're doing it too. I'm almost out. I gotta get another jug here soon, so.
Yep, mine still has plenty in it for at least a couple more trips. Actually can't wait for this stuff to be done in here, because I've got some really nice crystals that we'll put up at the end of this video, or possibly another video. But there's some really good looking things in here. So little clusters, there's a scepter, a little bit of light purple to it.
So we'll go ahead and let these sit for a couple days. Once they're done, we'll get them out, rinse them off, and we'll take a couple photos so that way we can add it to, well actually, we'll add it to this video.
Yep, we'll put it on the end of this video most likely, so we'll get back with you in just a little bit. For you, it'll just be a couple of seconds. So in our last installment, we were putting these crystals into buckets of water with iron out powder.
So a lot of them, as you can kind of see, they're on the table. They came out really clear. This was some of our better crystals that we picked out from different, I would say the last 2 or 3 trips.
Yeah.
Some of them never even got put in iron out, but like I said, we did that video for you guys. Actually got them clean, and this is the result.
Yeah, we got some really clear stuff. It just turned out so nice and clean. Some of it still has some orange staining on it, and I don't think that much, you know, it's going to come out, because it's either inside some crevices or it's actually just that color.
So this trip was actually a pretty decent trip for us. I like clusters. I mean, as far as any rocks out there, big globs, whether they're perfect points or not, I always tend to, for some reason, carry. So I go up there with an empty bag, and for some reason I have like about a 40-pound bag coming down. But I mean, you after they clean up, you can find, you know, really nice little clusters with, some of them have really decent tips, ends, or that are almost perfect. So it all depends on, you know, how much you want to take down after you get up there, and what you're really looking for.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough that I found this little scepter that's in a little cluster, and it's got a little bit of purple to it, which is just right. And I know Andrew found one with purple.
Yeah, it's not really a scepter or anything, but there is a little bit of purple on the tip of this one. And then also, I mean, you find they come in all different sizes. You know, you look at this little piece right here, and this is purple. So, you know, it was a little piece that I just grabbed thinking, hey, is this okay? Nice little crystal, could be a piece of purple. So
if you guys notice on our starting of the videos and at the end, we've got our logo, and off to one side is a cluster of crystals, and they're purple. It's because that's our little homage to the Hanson Creek crystals and how we like finding amethyst up there. It's just a little special to find it. You know, you don't find it all the time. So
and then this is a little scepter. You can find little scepters that are, you know, this big. So they come in, you know, all different sizes. I think one of the other videos I showed a scepter probably about that big that I found up there.
Yeah, Andrew found a really nice scepter last year. It's double terminated, so which really super special. So
Yeah.
very beautiful. Like this one right here, this is a double terminated crystal, but it's such an odd shape. It's not geometric. It's just odd, but it's double terminated. So
Yeah.
anyways, we'll put up a couple of pictures right after this, so you can see how clear these crystals became with that iron out. We recommend it.
Yeah. And go up there, give it a try. You know, if you like what you see and you want to go up there, you know, give a comment on our video. You know, we'd share it with you, like we said in the previous when we went up there. You know, take in what you take out, type thing. We want to make it the environment safe for everyone to go to and keep it open for us to do this because we enjoy doing this. You know,
Yep.
when you can find really nice, perfect point crystals this big, you know, that you can make necklaces or whatever you want, for the kids to carry around. You know, it's awesome. So we just hope that it stays open for us to continue to do this.
Yep, you go up there, just use common sense. I mean, people have been digging and everything. It's a small area compared to the entire national forest up there. That's 1.74 million acres. And this area, like I said before, is probably maybe 15 acres or smaller. So it's a real small area. It's a minor impact, but it's a place where people can go, and if they're careful, they can have good fun digging these crystals. You know, bring your kids, but keep an eye on them if that's what you're going to do. Be responsible. So, but
like Chris said, we'll take some photos and post it along at the end of this video so you can see exactly the clarity of some of these crystals and some of the clusters that you can find up there.
And the other thing we'll do is we're also going to put a picture up of the tools that we bring up there. We'll really quick like to bring a little shovel, a rake, a screwdriver, and a classifier. So,
Yeah. Other than that, just our bags, water, drinks, type thing.
some snacks.
Snacks.
So, got to feed the chipmunks.
Right. Yeah. So.
Not on purpose.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we appreciate you watching. If you like what you see, please like it and make comments and subscribe.
We appreciate it. Thank you. And hopefully soon we'll have a little bit more content for you guys.
Yep. Be safe.